Hiya, it's Deputy Prime Minister, proud Northerner and basic instinct enthusiast, Angela Rayner, and welcome to another no-brainer with Angela Rayner. Now, as you can see, I am back here in the Us Labour's underground bunker. I have been out and about all week, and I'll get to that in a minute, but I just wanted to say huge congratulations to our Ikea and Us Labour's for an absolutely fantastic PMQs. Some of you may have noticed I was not at Prime Minister's questions this week, but I have managed to set our Rachel to nod. She was fully charged and ready to go. Our Ikea said, please just change the settings, because every time she opens her mouth to speak, she manages to upset people. So I set her to nod and off she went. And it went really, really well, although I think I do need to just adjust the settings a little bit, because she was nodding quite vigorously. At one point, she was nodding, and then our Lucy, who was sat at the other side of our Ikea, was also nodding, and it looked a little bit mechanical. So I'll work on that for next time around. But if I could give a little bit of advice out to Kemi Badenoch, it would be maybe she needs to set Priti Patel to nod, because Priti Patel was gobbing off at the side of her, and it was really off-putting. It was very embarrassing to watch, actually. Priti Patel was going on and on and on, shouting over the dispatch box at our Rachel, and poor Rachel was only set to nod. She wasn't set to respond, so she couldn't do anything other than nod back at her, and it was awful to see. Kemi, get your house in order, sort it out, because it's just embarrassing watching you. Our Ikea did brilliantly. He used the classics. He said fixing the foundations, and he blamed everything that's been going wrong on the previous government, and they came out on top. But that isn't a big surprise, really, is it? So I was watching from a very special location. I was actually watching it from the Vatican, because our Ikea had sent me out in order to raise me international profile to meet the Pope. And that was so exciting. I was really nervous. I didn't really know what I was going to say to him. And I was queuing up waiting. And I kept thinking about my mate who used to have a t-shirt with a picture of the Pope on it, with a reefer hanging out of his mouth. And it said, I like the Pope. The Pope smokes dope. And I thought, no, don't think of that. Don't think of that. And then it got to my turn. And I just said, Hiya, our Ikea is a big fan. And he said, oh, I didn't know they sold fans. I thought it was just flat pack furniture. And I went, no, yeah. And that was the end of the conversation. But I think it went very, very well. I mean, he is a very old man, but he's got a big heart. He cares very much about the world and people, just like us Labour's. So we had a lot in common. So it really was fantastic.
Hi, son of a toolmaker Sir Keir Starmer here. Sorry to interrupt the video, but I need your help to undo 14 years of Tory failure. If you agree with the petition calling for another general election, press like and subscribe. If, like me, you think it is far-right nonsense, don't like and subscribe.
Speaking of Ikea, I actually went to Ikea as well this week. I told you I've been out and about, absolutely loads. I went with my personal photographer and camera crew to meet people who worked at Ikea to do a special feature on the workers' rights bill, and it was absolutely brilliant. Everyone was very happy. They talked about how much better their lives were now that they were under a Labour government, and things were just so much better, and we were really, really pleased with it. And this is it, we go out and about and nothing stops us Labours, including being put on a Russian no-no list. If you think that putting me and our Rachel and all the rest of us Labours on a no-no list to Russia is going to put us off, you've got another thing coming. I don't care. All right, so I had to change my plans for New Year's, because my mate has actually got an apartment out in Moscow, and I was going to stay there for New Year's all above board. I declared it, and now I've got to change my plans. Big deal. I don't care. I'll go wherever. I'm not interested in people saying that I can't go here and there. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. Absolutely nothing is going to stop us Labours. We will continue to go from strength to strength. I'll see you again on another no-brainer with Angela Rayner. Hiya, our Ikea is a big fan, and he said, oh, I didn't know they sold fans.